Good evening, YouTube, and good news. Heir is in mortal danger again as he comes back into the Fall of the Samurai campaign. I'm actually pretty excited. I don't really think we're in mortal danger, but should be a lot of fun still. Now we're continuing to siege out EO here, which is good. My income is now way up again, which means it's time to train another killer army, like insane death army there out of Satsuma. I have an agent rolling around here to help out with the conversion of Shikoku, which will be good. We need that. Let's go ahead and keep moving this agent up to train troops in this army. And let's see. What happened to my shinobi? Here he is. These guys are allied. Okay, he's moving forward. So everybody's basically in the process of moving forward. That's good. Forward instead of backward here. Sorry, I'm trying to get a drink of water. My voice is getting towards the end here, I think. I have recorded several videos, and then also today I had to give a tour of one of our distribution centers, and had to do a lot of talking where it's pretty loud, and so my voice is kind of even more grisly than it normally is here, I think. I remember a pretty funny comment fairly early on in YouTube whenever I was going. Someone was like, "Geez, Heir, you must smoke a lot." I don't smoke at all. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was pretty funny. So my voice must have sounded particularly grisly to him. So our shinobi is detected. Samurai revolt and tango. No biggie. Trade routes raided. Yeah, not worried about any little minor samurai revolt. Here it is over here. A bunch of spear levies is hardly any real concern of mine. This Odwara army's like, why did we come here? Why did we come to face off against what now faces us? Yeah, good question. Alright, we now have two Shinsengumi up here, so we can use them to lock stuff down faster. I'm going to go ahead and continue forward with this army. I can't move very quickly through this area. Harima is allied. They do have trains, though. And they control it all the way up to here. Are we building? Yeah, we're building the railway. Let's just have a little fun. Let's come back here and get ready to use the railway whenever it's completed. It'll be fun. Even though I could probably walk there just a smidge faster. Okay. It's an allied agent there, so nothing to worry about. So again, we have a ton of money. That's good. Let's see what we can put it to use with here. Alright. So obviously we can put it to use here. Let's go ahead. So let's see what we're building. Gambling den there. So I'm going to go ahead and build the cottage industry. And like I said, I'll go back and upgrade a lot of these to silk workshops eventually. And let's go ahead and build the trading port. And let's see. Tango probably needs some help too, and we are in the process of actually upgrading it quite a bit. Go ahead and put the trading port in there too. That's going to be a considerable portion of our money, not all of it. I'll use some of it on the next turn maybe for starting that new army, but I mean we're fine for now. These guys are 3 turns to surrender. Got some stupid enemy fleets here. Just push them off. And let's bombard this port. Okay. We were able... I thought... Were we not able to damage it there? Yeah, okay, we did. For a minute I thought it wasn't damaged. Get these guys disembarked. Okay. So let's see where we're at. We could actually probably come up and bombard this samurai army. Ha! Look at all the kills we got. Holy cow. We just racked up a pretty substantial number of kills on that army. That's funny. Okay, those guys can't move. We're trying to finish the railway down here. We might as well just end this turn because there's not a whole lot else we can do. We're kind of in a process of having to kind of catch up with some Shinsengumi and convert some shogunate. Yeah, look, these guys are going to come out and attack me. They're going to die, but they're going to come out and attack me. So this will be good. This means we can capture our first province on Shikoku. This map's looking very familiar. This is the last same map that I slaughtered the Tosa on last time. And the Tosa are the faction, of course. They can do Red Bear, Black Bear. I think they can, well, I know they can do Red Bear. Maybe it's other factions that do the Black Bears and the White Bears. I don't remember. Black Bears are the best shooters. White Bears are kind of a mix in between, and then Red Bears are the best charge. And then you get Tosa Riflemen, also with the Tosa, which are a very cool unit. They can fire whilst hidden in the woods and all kinds of really neat stuff. Let's try to deploy behind the deployment zone. There we go. Get my melee troops. Actually, let's do that. Okay, got my parrot guns ready. Let's get my general back here.
Prepare to defend, sir.
Go ahead and fast forward. Let their guys kind of move forward some. Pretty crazy that the Tosa haven't really modernized, because they're well, no, never mind. It's another Saber Cav. I mean, they do have Red Bears, so they probably have had some degree of modernization. They're still out of range of my parrot gun. I am going to target their Saber Cav. I feel like we can pretty easily take care of the Red Bears. Actually thinking about, let's kind of box this in a little more here. Okay, good. My cannons are absolutely wrecking that Saber Cav. Let's go ahead and fire here a little bit. At the center of their formation, get some kills on it. Looks like they're actually trying to run forward now. Probably a better plan. Go ahead and start pushing up on their flank here. We got really good line of fire. Like I said, I want to push up on their flank even more though. Okay, we've started firing. My parrot guns are still opening up on them in the center. Oh, whoops. Just trying to control my... Get gun bate popped on all my troops. Okay. Yep, we now have flank shots on the enemy Red Bears. Let's go ahead and move up. Completely surround these guys. Might just let the shootout take place. Well, actually we probably shouldn't, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Enemy troops are starting to break, and we've got their flank here. This ought to be a pretty decisive moment here. Now, when my levy infantry start to hit these guys from the flank, it should finish them off. I've even got a matchlock Kachi up there. I don't know if it's in range or not. Okay, let's get some artillery fire in there. Yep, my matchlock Kachi actually hit that spear-heavy garrison. So yeah, you can see their guys are definitely better at shooting, but with the artillery support, gun batey, and the other stuff, I can make up some of the difference there. Especially, again, like I said, the AI does a pretty pathetic job at maximizing its firepower. It always stays like 3 or 4 ranks deep with its shooter infantry. Alright. So it's going to be another decisive victory here. We're going to peacefully occupy. So we got a foothold on Shikoku. Our men can actually start retraining. And we have a fort to defend. The samurai rebels think they're going to come get me. I'm going to auto-resolve that because it's just spear garrison. Obviously not a match for the insano troops that I have in that army. Getting a lot of trade routes raided. We got a railway blocked here too. Industrial breakthrough, improving the efficiency of industrial process would benefit our economy. Let's do that. So that railway station is blocked. We could still get to this one though, which again it would be a quicker walk, but at this point decided my men don't want to walk. So we'll hold to our word there and actually build the railway station. So let's kind of see. We're definitely gaining quickly to pro-emperor here. Let's move up and try and speed that process here for Tango. It's a lot slower, but that should speed up. Should speed up now, especially if we go get rid of this Sato Ishin Shishi, which we definitely need to do. And this agent should be in this army here. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things real quick. So we captured Iyo, which means that military port is actually now mine. I'm going to go ahead and wreck this because I really do want to train my troops out of Satsuma. They're just going to be substantially better. We need to upgrade the city, and it probably wouldn't hurt for us to go ahead and throw down the citadel. And we'll spend some money on the farms. We have access to copper here, which is going to be quite nice. Let's take a look at our army here. We've got a foreign veteran back here supervising recruitment, which is good because it'll make all of our stuff cheaper. Okay, so we'll grab a U.S. Marine to put in this army, and we'll start off with a few Imperial infantry. So, and then we'll have to get some Armstrong guns as well, which is this one. I know I tend to accidentally click the wrong recruiting button there. We do have a pretty big Tosa army inbound on us. So what we'll do is move this fleet within bombardment support range, and we'll go ahead and let's see if we can go hit this little Tosa fleet with this one. Of course it's going to run off outside of my ability to keep up with it. Yeah, we need to come back here and get these guys. They're going to try and block that trade port, and I'll lose some income. They'll probably do it on this next turn. Yeah, I kind of hate it, but we're having to just kind of sit still up here and get this stuff converted and rebuilt. I mean, this province, though, is actually probably pretty stable now. So just for the sake of, if I wanted to just leave this province and come back and stop rebellions here and there, we could probably handle it. So do some more bombardments there. Yeah, you know, we'll just wait instead of walking away from that one. We can wait a turn. Yeah, we're getting lots of little nuisance fleet back behind us again, so I'm going to bring my small fleet back and start trying to track some of these little fleets down. AI really likes its one ship fleets, if it can be called a fleet. Okay, foreign veteran increases in rank. So did another one. Port blockaded. Province bombarded. I guess we can go ahead and enlist another general. He's all the way back at Nagasaki. Let's repair the port. Let's get this fleet. Come push these guys out over here. Lost a torpedo boat, whatever. Let's go after these guys. We are actually at war with this little faction here who's trying to pull some crap and get behind us. So let's start sailing around this way too. So we go get rid of these guys. We've allowed more ships to get behind us here. Sato and Morioka and more Sato. They're sailing around me over here apparently. I'm gonna sail back and start giving these guys a bit of a butt kicking. I don't want that to go on for too long. Okay, we'll probably go ahead and build a trading port there. EO. Let's go ahead and start off with the inn. Dry dock. We can build armored frigates. A Kotetsu ironclad, that would be pretty sweet. And armored chitons. We can build all kinds of armored corvettes, which is pretty cool. And I think we will. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and spend the money on that dry dock. That's gonna be pretty sweet. So that'll make our navy even that more indomitable. Let's see. What do I got in the army? Let's get at least 3 more shooter infantry, so we'll get 3 more imperial infantry. Start working from there.
Ready for orders.
Let's take a look. Bitchu is gonna be... It's gonna be okay. I don't want to build the craft workshops because, like I said, it has a bigger negative impact on public order. I'm gonna wait until I get silk again, and then I'll go back and build those all up into a silk weaving shed. Okay. Let's see the foreign agents. Let's take care of these guys. Smith & Wesson, Army number 2. Reloading skill was pretty sweet. Yeah, let's do that. Ammunition for all units in the army and more resolve when training troops, so awesome. Definitely what we want. It looks like this guy could be upgraded too. A Mazar Infantry Gewehr 71. More reloading skill. Definitely take that. Give my guys even sicker reload. Wow, that's a cool one here too. So it's +1 in military, or resolve in military administration, +1 to resolve when supervising recruitment, +1 to resolve when training troops. -15% of the upkeep cost of the units in this agent's army. -40 seconds for naval fire support cooldown. And -5% to the cost of foreign veteran actions clan-wide. That is pretty cool. Engaging, see that, +2 to the melee attack of all units in the army. That's also pretty cool. +10% to the reloading skill of artillery units. I might go with the melee attack there, even though the artillery piece is pretty tempting. My artillery, though, is already got some pretty nice reload skill. I'm going to be rather surprised. Yeah, okay. if the Tosa didn't push us there. They're gonna try and raid the port. If they think they can sit there and besiege my castle, they're gonna be getting bombarded big time by my navy that's sitting there. And it is not gonna be a smart move, because I'm going to be able to whittle them down considerably over the course of several turns. Ha! They came and dropped that army off way back there. We should be able to beat it. Enemy raid at EO. Prosperity to kill assassinated character from the Edo. Yeah, that's no big deal. They're actually not besieging me yet. Holy bombardment. Look at that. Killed 124 men in a Red Bear unit. That's basically their whole unit. 62, 62, 22. Yeah, we just put some pretty serious hurt on the forces in that army, and we're going to be able to do it every turn. So sieging's not going to be a good option. Attacking's not going to be a good option. It's going to put them in a very tough predicament, which is going to be exactly the type of predicament I want them in. Let's get rid of this Josai Vanguard bullcrap here. We got a wooden frigate and a wooden corvette. It's giving them good chances. Probably have decent chances, to be honest, if that frigate's not any more damage than it is. But it can't fight me from all directions at once. So I'm actually going to fight this to make sure that I don't get screwed over in the auto-resolve. And it is unfortunate that that army landed, but I mean, I have decent enough castles in most of these places that I can probably defend against it. It wasn't a very large army. Okay, so let's start the deployment. Well, they're gonna just be camping in the back anyway, so never mind. I think we're gonna want to attack from this side. Switch everybody to armor-piercing shells. Okay, the reinforcements are gonna come in from behind.
Prepare to attack, sir.
Try and kind of bracket this, try and bracket the frigate in from multiple angles, because otherwise its firepower is going to overcome my corvettes. Okay, it's actually moving forward because I've got a torpedo bead on it. Let's move to attack it with all our chitons. And let's put a torpedo in the water to force it to consider its course. Kind of get my torpedo boat away from the front here. Why are you going so far forward in order to turn? That's frustrating. Okay, so the frigate just took some fire, but my guys are taking some fire too. I'm returning it now, though. Get out of the way, torpedo boat. Go fast reload. I don't think the enemy frigate has explosive shells. It is on fire, which is good. My torpedo is actually bearing down on it. I don't know if it has enough range. Let's switch to explosive shell here. Attack this target. There we go. Yeah, we just hammered that Conrad Maru pretty good. My torpedo's actually just barely going to miss astern of the frigate. It's a pretty long shot. It still came pretty close. There we go. So we managed to flog the remaining enemy ships pretty bad. We got the frigates. What, they were actually firing back at me there. Whoops, didn't mean to save the replay. So that wasn't too bad. The armor-piercing shell was certainly worthwhile as far as the investment in research, because it gives me all that extra range, and it's still pretty effective. And then once you get close up, you can just switch to the explosive shot if they're wooden ships. But of course, you run into armored ships. The armored piercing shell, of course, is that much more important. Ah, sweet. Or no, it's the Conrad Maru. I thought we actually captured a frigate, and we did not, unfortunately. We're going to get rid of this Conrad Maru. That's just a waste of upkeep. It's a piece of crap. Let's see. Recruitment-wise, we could recruit a frigate. I don't see the need for it, to be honest. Kind of just like to have another torpedo boat back, and we should be good. I don't need that fleet to be crazy big. Let's go push back some of these nuisance raiding fleets. Actually captured Kasuga and a Chiton. I'm just going to keep them because they're decent ships. It'll definitely hurt my my income a little, but it's fine. We need plenty of navy power anyway, so, and I don't have to sit there and build them, so we'll just take their ships. What do we got here? 2 more turns before we got the railway completed. Let's go ahead and repair where we got bombarded. We've already bombarded these guys on that turn, so we're good. Up here with my daimyo, Tango should be converting faster now. It is, so it's going up quite a bit. And this province is getting close to being able to sustain itself, because we'll have this gambling den. We've got a castle coming up, and then other things that'll come to help. So it's, like I said, it's getting close to a self-sustaining level. We're gonna come attack this. Well, we're gonna try and get rid of these little Sato fleets. Jokers ran off whenever I attacked them. That's annoying. But let's just kind of keep following them here. Just make sure that we can keep them off of us. Yeah, I think we've got all we need to underway here. Let's repair that. Anode furnace gives us the extra unhappiness. We don't want that, so we'll go the one that doesn't come with all the extra unhappiness. We got a general back here in Nagasaki. A couple of them, actually. Let's take one of them down here to Satsuma. Let's kind of see what that little... Yeah, it's a crappy army that they got there. It's not going to cause us too much grief. Alright, I do have a little money left. Let's just kind of check one more time in some of our forward provinces to see if there's anything that's worthwhile. Oh, we have silk again. We must have opened back up trade with someone who's helping us to get silk. So we can actually go ahead and build the silk weaving stuff in some of these provinces. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a little bit of money on that, because that'll help boost the income up a little more too. Okay, the Tosa have started a siege. I don't know if they're going to attack me this turn. They are not. They're going to keep getting bombarded. And for as many turns as I can hold out, I'm going to continue to bombard them. because that way by the time they actually attack me, it's going to be a pretty poor scenario for them. And if they want to try and siege me out, well, actually I could just come out and attack them. And if they camp, they're going to get some horrible naval bombardments and parrot gunning. Let's see what kind of army they have to see if that's possible. Look at those Sato ships. I chased them off and then they just sail right back past. It's so irritating. And then when I try and attack them, they'll get to retreat a long way. That army's going to walk around me, of course, and go try and be a nuisance. Tashima got bombarded. It is winter time. Okay, a few things I want to try just real quick. Let's go back here. These guys are so close to my city that if we attack these guys, I should get... No, I'm not even going to get my reinforcements. What a bunch of horse crap. We're like right next to the city. Well, let's go ahead and repair those boats. We do have some troops down in Satsuma, so I mean, if those guys do meet any form of success, I will pretty quickly be putting an end to them. Got a bunch of stuff I could potentially build, but like I said, I'm just going to wait a minute. These guys are now going to suffer winter attrition out here on top of being bombardment. Now that bombardment wasn't nearly as good as it should have been. But yeah, they're going to suffer winter attrition, and I can hold out for another 4 turns, so I'm more than happy to let these guys soak up 4 turns of winter before I attack them. They'll be nice and cold by the time the battle gets started. Kind of get some frozen Tosa. Okay, that fleet's retraining. These guys came back here and got behind us. A couple of crotchwads again. Pulling that kind of horse crap. Okay. Can do... Let's do the gambling den back there. See what other stuff we need to kind of upturn here. So, go to the Riichi Mahjong Parlor, Silk Weaver. Got the gambling den on the way. Let's get the castle. So all kinds of good stuff going on there. Do believe that's going to be all the time that we have for this episode. So only ended up capturing 1 province. We're kind of stuck in a little bit of slippage here, but that's just because we have to kind of get this place settled down before we move on. It's going to take a number of turns because the AI left it in pretty craptacular shape. Not exactly what we wanted, but yeah, it's like I said, this one's all the way up to 70.5%, and then this province is quickly running up too. So on the next turn, we'll be up to 36.8. So it's growing. We'll have the sentiment we need, and we'll be able to move on. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now. Hope you all enjoyed it.